Where is Ghana? Where is Ghana?
But you CAF, as Ghana no qualify for the. You know, say worry CAF. It worry CAF who then think.
Worry them.
No,
Your team is Zuku. As we speak today, Senegal is a powerful house in Africa.
They are power in Africa,
You
but they are not
don't
Brazil.
look at what you are saying.
Chile too is powerful in South America.
When it
but
comes to
levels to the
Africa,
power.
as we speak today, Senegal as a football nation is far better than
for
Ghana
instance,
as we speak today.
You can't just throw away pedigree.
Which pedigree?
2 times, yeah.
Which pedigree? Which Ghanaian player has more pedigree than Sadio Mane as we speak?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marlon Go Podcast from Betway. Guys, put your hands together. Do you know what you are clapping for?
Today I want to fire the Betway man.
Oh, fire
I
him.
will fire him.
No,
Wait,
fire him.
man.
You see,
The one who should have come for the meeting. I will
he's a
fire him.
top
How can you fire him on the podcast?
friend, he said,
How can you fire a meeting? How can you fire him?
You
can't
and a
fire-
boss.
You can't fire
listen.
friend.
Why you can you fire
Oh,
him?
listen, you and a boss.
You can't.
You sick for 1 week plus. You know the fuck. I do the concussion. I call him. I should not call him.
Wait, coach, you say you know they do what?
You know the kuta. I call him.
That's not the word you used
You
before.
know they do this one. This one, everybody they watch the show, you know this one. You know they do this one. Everybody know the show, you know this
But
one.
you already told him on the phone.
No, let me tell the people. Let me tell the people. He'll be watching.
Allow.
I've told him. I prepared the concussion. Double smooth, double chaff. It went viral on Twitter, on X. Everybody saw it.
And his was double.
Double. He sat there. This man came for triple dosage.
I went to give it to Achu and Cranton.
And Achu, you had your consignment.
Yes.
Cranton too had his.
Yes.
At the end of it became
And Fent
a
kept the
fracas
rest.
between you and Cranton.
It became a what?
A fracas.
Fence kept the rest.
And also that time he was about to travel to Italy. So he put pressure on me to drink the thing quick. You need to put some proper...
Coach, what you gave me was for Cranton and Achu and then Mr. Nathan Owoda. Wow.
So you didn't take some?
No.
I won't give you again. Voila.
Voila.
I won't give you again. You have been my topmost client from day one. No, not here later. Here in Ketia. Later, it be here in Ketia. It be Ketia. Later, where Oboda is Oboda, if they give
Like, you don't like, you like, you don't like.
I say, Oboda, I go help you, Oboda. Oboda, I go help
After 2 days.
you. Hey, coach, Charlie, I need more. I say, Oboda, take. I told you now. He will help you. Later, before you decay, you can't join. You understand? So make you tell the man, Charles, not be Charles, Fred. Fred, I mean, if you need, just tell me.
But you've told him on phone, Bia.
No, I need to tell him for the people to hear. Mr. Fred, we should have had a meeting today. I hear you are still sick. This is the problem. Charles, this is the problem. I beg you. The concern.
Coach has all the solution.
Let me solve it for you.
Once
DK,
mood,
don't
one
laugh.
chap.
I'm solving his problem for
I'm sorry.
So everything.
Okay, coach, thank you.
I like the way. I like the way my
He
boss
also
gets
for he doesn't do.
Let him speak for himself. He doesn't do what? He doesn't do
Oh,
what?
I also for he doesn't.
He doesn't do what?
Oh, Pentecost, I'm sorry.
Oh, I just saw a very
That
smashy.
pretty voice.
Oh, Ohima, come this way.
We are recording our podcast. Why
her
are
come
you
into the recording.
calling a lady
Let
that
her
is
come into
passing
the-
by the studio?
Let her come. Is she not coming? Ohima, come. Oh, this is beautiful. Damn, man. Damn. Yeah, this is
Very interesting.
Yeah, everything is good. Yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
I can't believe this.
Damn. Oh, Charlie.
God damn it.
God damn.
See, God is creative.
Oh, Lord.
Sisho, can you believe this?
Believe what? He didn't see.
He saw. He can't believe what he
She
sees.
was directly opposite me. And didn't you see? What is the problem? This man, he had to do this. So he didn't see well. I saw. So I'm complimenting what I saw. Damn.
Guys, welcome to the show. Listen, we've got a lot to talk about today. CAF's ruling of the AFCON final disaster, chaos, whatever, whichever word you want to use it. Fracas. Yes. Coach Nimili's word. CAF sat on the matter and they've come up with rulings. So we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about Champions League. Oh, Charlie, Jose Mourinho Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho. Oh my God.
Jose Mourinho.
Oh my God.
What a guy.
Roll back the years.
Look, I wanted that goal to have been an eliminator.
An eliminator.
Just a bit Real Madrid defeat competition. That would have been sumptuous. Oh, the game.
Yeah, what's Real Madrid
so
doing?
much?
No, I'm saying that if you look at where the goal came from, the timing of the goal, the source of the goal, the coach involved, historically, when his team used to do these things on the regular, they were eliminating big teams.
It was knockout football.
They were knockout football.
You wish this was knockout football.
That's what I'm saying. Then,
Okay, I
then
guess
you go and six there out. But this
right
one-
now, guys, have you seen the meme? They say Abelua giving Mbappe instruction is now speed video. Coach, you gotta give me some advice. Left, right, dodge.
Dodge.
Come on, coach.
Come on. You gotta give me some.
He doesn't want to be coached.
The way he wants the coach to be.
Oh, I show speed. Sue. Oh, Charlie. The boy came here and went to the boxing arena.
Yep.
Oh my God. That wasn't the arena. That was the Bukom Square, right?
There's an AstroTurf.
Yeah. They call it the Bukom Square.
That's the Bukom Square.
Yeah, they call it Bukom Square. I mean, the scenes there were
We
absolutely
used to
brilliant.
Play there a lot.
Wow, bro. You know, I say this all the time. You know, like sometimes it's not, you don't look what the guy did with that boxing exhibition, what he probably did for boxing in this country, where they took him, the planners of this. I think the fact that they included that boxing event in there was absolutely, it was so spot on. Because why? I think even beyond football, I actually feel like boxing is probably our national sport. And we can have multiple national sport. I mean, obviously, football is all over the place. And boxing, I feel like the reason is not considered maybe a national sport in that sense, like national in that sense because of access. Because you go around the country, other places, people don't really have access. But in terms of the way Ghana has been represented, like internationally,
It's boxing. Look,
Exactly.
The guys aced it. And for me, it's the timing of it because in the last 18 months,
yeah,
we have seen big matchmakers and big production houses
yes,
come to West Africa, specifically Nigeria and Ghana. So last year, the zone was in Nigeria. They held one bout there. We have seen Matchroom and the zone in Ghana twice. First, as an observer with Sharaf's.
yes.
What
At
they
the
did-
Bukom Arena, then they scaled it up.
What they did at first. Now the zone and Matchroom actually did a full production in
Of their
Africa
own, yeah.
and in Ghana. So the interest is there. The talent also is there because for both productions, you saw that there were big local talents across Ghana and Nigeria that were there. If you have a streamer like him, and I'm told there were around 50,000 or so people on that
It was quite a
specific
number.
one.
It's 15 million.
15 million. No, for the boxing one. On
No, he's
Twitch.
talking about
On
physical
Twitch.
presence.
Physical.
No, I'm talking about me. I was talking about the
Stream it.
YouTube.
50 million.
No,
50 million.
No, you mean watching?
It was
Twitch.
50 million.
50 million.
50 million on Twitch.
No. So, guys,
He's talking about the stream. 50 million.
I know. Calm down. Let me the 50 million figure you were seeing were the number of his subscribers that kept going up. But in terms of actual number of people that were watching, they peaked, the Ghana stream peaked at 190K people.
190.
As simultaneous viewers.
Yes.
But the 50 million you're seeing was his
subscribers.
Which is
subscriber
also
numbers.
still significant because all it takes is for the right person to be watching that thing at the time it is being streamed.
Yes. And as at now,
Yes.
5 million people have watched that.
I've watched it. So the hope is that beyond we getting Matchroom and the zone, through exhibitions like this, through personalities like Speed, who give you more eyeballs than you can ever hope for, you will get another promoter who would walk into the country and say that I've seen what the zone have done. I've seen what Matchroom. So at least there is a foundation there.
Yeah.
There's a foundation that people can point to and say, world-class productions can be done in Ghana because it has been done.
Yeah.
Hopefully, from here on, the government is setting up the Sports Development Fund. The people in charge of boxing are able to move from conceptualization stage to have a plan and a document in hand that they can take to the governing board of the Sports Development Fund to make sure that they maximize some of these things. Because look, this is a big deal. I mean, sometimes it's still difficult to accept or to believe that the Zone and Matchroom did what they did in Ghana. Because this did not happen at a time when Ghanaian boxers are excelling across the world.
Yeah.
So it had to take somebody's network, it had to take somebody's relationship and their resource to be able to pull. When was the last time you saw a Ghanaian go for a proper WBC, WBO world title contest across any category? Yeah. It's not happening. Usually, these promotions happen in countries at a time where there is actual sporting excellence. Yeah. Beyond the pooling power, beyond the resources that your local executives can produce. Yeah. Sometimes you need some talkability around the crafts in the ring.
And just to add to the point you're making, I think what it does is that this opens up access to anyone that is interested in investing in boxing. Because now you go to any room, you want to talk about investing in boxing. You don't need to oversell the interest. They just have to look at what they saw on the speed stream and confirm that this is
actual. And what Sharaf legacy right there.
Exactly. And so I mean, you can't underestimate what the impact this could potentially have in our boxing scene. And I think it was great. And I think the government has done a good thing by offering him a passport, a Ghana passport.
But those who planned it know that car show, it wasn't necessary. Not because he has cars in Ghana, but that whole planning was, what was the activity around the car show? Because I thought that was the most chaotic and the more unplanned part of it. And even his speed was like, bro, what are we doing? I'm looking at cars, bro. Like, what are you showing? Like, it's not antique cars. These are regular cars he would see every day. If you're giving him some antique wild cars, like some cars that there were only 2 editions in the world and one is in Ghana. Some vintage cars that he's not going to see anywhere.
Like the Despite Automisio.
Perhaps.
I plan to go there.
Perhaps. So, and then the guy
That's probably what they should have lined up.
The guy who was going to drift him you see, you can't take speed to such places because the crowd won't come. People don't understand the
No, I mean, those cars in there is what they should have lined up at the
perhaps. And then the guy who was going to drift speed was like, the car that is going to sit in, there's only one in Africa. And he said, no, he saw one.
I saw one.
And the guy said, yeah, but this Ghana though. Where is speed teller said, but he said Africa. Then the guy make after the guy drift, I never had the cut. I don't know if he moved mess over. But my point is,
the guy won't lie.
It was a great start from the water for.
No, relax. You for stress on that. Because if you're going to lie to somebody, that's it.
But it was a bit embarrassing. And they just catch him like that. When the whole world noticed, now everybody is Twitter.
Because he be like, it is a speed with some small boy. The guy be car.
He's seen everywhere.
The guy be like cars. So if the guy like somebody,
sometimes I don't blame the guy, the driver.
He talks this car is the only one.
But the reason is, for all you know,
speed say,
he just saw one. He just saw one like 2 days ago.
Yesterday, when the guy say West Africa, when speed say, he seen one yesterday for
what's about this Ghana though?
He said, where this Ghana though? What is it now?
But you don't say Africa.
He say Africa. Why you lie? The guy won't lie.
My point is, for all you know, most of the dealers that they do, even Ghana here,
they lie to the people.
You will see some car where they go buy, where the dealers go tell you, say this car, it be in pay the Ghana. I swear. Some no data. This car.
Situ.
So the guy there inside.
We all do. It be marketing things.
Gimmick.
But
make no light speed.
You don't go feel like
he's too exposed.
If you bring Ronaldo come Ghana, where they can't tell and say football, no, this kind of free kick, no idiot. There's no need to get for the teams. So make you can't do like you, they can't teach us something.
Yeah, I feel like
good evening, boss. Charlie, I'm coming to drift you. Let me drift.
And you see the car show, no. The morning, no. Plenty cars come there. But they show him some handmade car, which I think was great.
That one he believed the guy. He believed the guy.
When they go show him some, you don't see some before. So if show him some things where he no day, maybe go show him some Lambo where he get 2 Lambos. Where he say he hope say he go get one for it. Bro, if you won't get that Lambo, he go get.
He bought a Hurano, I think.
So for me, that be the downside of the whole thing.
you know, and
can I say my downside?
And then the last part, I'm sure that's what you're going to talk about.
No.
The museum.
No, it's not the museum.
Okay, the Nkrumah museum like this, the guy was forcing it. You have to go around and know the history. And it almost was like an argument. You go show them the museum and they are not ready to go around. Just leave it. At least you've drawn the attention to the many people that, the Kwame Nkrumah way you hear for even America way. If you come Ghana, there's a whole museum for Kwame Nkrumah. It would have been better if he went around but he clearly didn't have the time or maybe he was tired. But
when Russia, I think they had prepared the tour for him.
Yeah.
And they had been told, because what I've been told is that like they were, in fact, the itinerary, they were skipping a lot of things.
They skipped a lot.
Yeah. And also the order of even the events, they were changing them a lot. So like they should have been here before here, but then they looked at the time, look at where they were. It's like, let's go here first. So it was very chaotic in that sense. And I agree with you. So, I mean, the man obviously, and the history bit is important, but like you said, it was so obvious that they didn't have the time.
Yeah, they didn't have
so,
the time.
But I mean, eventually he let it go. So it was
But, and then, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Please.
What the main issue I had, see, this podcast is Malam. It's Malam before the book.
Oh, yeah, come on, Malam.
Charlie, the Jollof thing.
That's what I left for you, no?
You see, the Jollof thing, some things, we need to be taxed.
Thank you.
It not be right now somebody can't promote his brand.
Thank you.
True.
It's Ghana culture. Jollof is a big part of
it. It is a
culture.
It is.
Charlie, you see the Chef Abby's girl did it. Mm-hmm. That girl flies, she go TikTok, she go represent Ghana, she take Ghana. Why you not make she cook some small bowl of jollof give her? The river of jollof where they did it, burger. You ever go any pot where they cook and book with the jollof?
And yet they
never.
And you know
every Ghanaian knows this.
And you know the other thing.
Know this
and you know the other thing. Look, the days the guy arrive, then give him wachi.
Yeah.
That be when they forgive him jollof. You know why? The day you do the event, you go chop the jollof. You go drink coconut water. You go chop pawpaw. You go take some plain things.
Yeah.
He cannot properly taste any good meal.
Also, to add to what you're saying, he had also been saying that he was hungry.
Hungry.
You dey hung.
So, the challenge, when you dey hung like that, just they swallow the thing. You have time to say, wow.
The guy go do some 50-meter sprints. The guy go do some flip there. We all know when you are tired, your taste buds are not the same as
bro.
As he land, no. When you take him go away, the time they give him the watching. No.
When he relaxed,
you forgive him jollof. Then you go chop him meat. Then you know say, this be true. But when you have done all those activities, when you have done all those activities,
then go on with the promo people.
Charlie, no, get a car day here, this one day here, then they carry on. Then they give them the jollof. That jollof say, if you go check my Twitter handle, then do me some day be at the home where I go buy that jollof is not nice. I go buy the jollof no be big, the chicken cold, the chicken hard like this way did the bowl inside.
Right, then go buy.
Go buy.
Oh, maybe some brand.
They don't buy the brand now bring them.
Maybe some brand bean jollof. But I mean, you don't go fit force that jollof put anybody in that top. Where if they search jollof, we go represent Ghana. You see me, my own say.
No,
Make you know they use brand.
Yes, but there's a place for that jollof.
Yes, thank you. There's a place for it.
Yes, it's like the other. This be better way. Check like the most common chicken avenue for Ghana here. The FC people, no.
Yeah, FC.
Something FC people. Then the burger people, no. They are not the best burgers in the USA or in Ghana, but there's a place for them.
But if they search representative for Ghana jollof,
that's not it.
That's not it.
Some killer chef.
Also, that guy is too smart not to have seen through the attempt to put a brand in his face.
But like
even if
I should say he see that
thing. If they endorse the brand, like a big deal.
So that's what I would say. That's why I don't blame them. It was a calculated risk.
Yeah.
How they got there, who allowed it is the issue.
No, but
you don't say
but my customers still go buy.
No, my customers go buy.
Yeah, but you're not doing the thing for my customers.
If you don't say it like this one be US, they go see the stocks. The stocks they drop. If you do something US, I didn't say the stock they lose 1 billion in 2 hours after speed said, bro, so say we don't get those trackers for Ghana here. But if you thank them, but the way
you go the Senegal, you see the way they give them the jollof.
But I thought you said Senegal jollof my best jollof. I thought you
better partner.
I swear.
You go there,
They said not get branding.
You see where how they give them the Masneo.
Senegal, Gambia.
They get some
Even the presentation.
Charlie, some private they still wear and then take the thing, give away, taste away to see.
Oh, that be Tony Bafo.
You don't understand?
The beef rough.
They are waste.
But they don't get branded off. They don't be.
But guys, ladies and gentlemen, Kuriye.
Oh, Charlie, that's how we go song.
You don't go respond. Kuriye.
Why be UPSA? UPSA to the boy, they for boy body. And I do way they talk.
Kuriye.
People they respond. You can say.
Oh, you people, you missed the joke. Like you all respond. Kuriye.
I mean, I don't know the.
But they were doing it. Nobody
I
knows.
didn't pay attention.
I paid attention to their hands.
Why do you want to pay attention to?
Bro, I see some meme. Somebody said. Wait, he said no. Somebody said, "This people get mine." Somebody said, "Being massaged by 10 women means 20 hands." He said, "This is."
I don't know.
Say that again.
It was 20 women.
Massaging.
Women,
Yes.
they must have 5 year.
Oh, I wish I was.
Is that 20 hands? Let me say what?
Coachy. Oh, when I show Coach the video.
He said let me say what? Is that 20 hands? Let me say what? He said being massaged by 10 women means 20 hands.
I want to show Coach the video first. Coachy.
Say that again.
5 year.
But then you not say the jollof thing. I should say the guy see the brand.
Oh yeah, he saw.
Because if he wasn't definite about, say, Nigeria own the B, he say, I might have to go with Nigeria. I don't know, man. I might. Because that's why you talk.
Yeah.
I should say mistake of the branding.
Yeah.
Because he know the power in the world.
No, he's too smart.
Can give you some. No, can give you some
free mileage.
free mileage.
He's too smart.
Hey. This one is heaven annexed.
Charlie.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying. Is this heaven? No, the guy asked, Speed asked. He said,
I went to. If you tell me look for the waterfall.
No, the waterfall be different. Yeah, that is solution. Yeah. Friday, yeah. That be there.
This one was Joulu.
Yeah.
This one was Joulu. See the
Coach,
guy.
you see speedy eyes.
But I know the picture they kill me. In body guy, the Rudy guy, the Ghanaian guy.
For the waterfall.
Then they massage and they get some wild picture.
Coach, the guy, the eyelid, no, it roll inside.
This is how we.
Is this heaven?
See, he will experience sensations never.
Now they say they are
They said the massage is booked. The parlor is booked till March. Everybody wants to come
Till March.
But that one
the video go rise, make your wife give her permission, make you go Ghana. Now everybody they send this one, they ask, is this Ghana? Oh God, wait there. Kuriye.
It be the Joulu one that booked so much. Friends, is it be the Joulu one that booked so much?
And the place go to the last one.
You see.
The what be the name?
Hamamat
or something. Yeah.
How should do Miss Malaka?
Oh, nice.
206. Now the Francophone.
The guy go fit die. Imagine if me a day there. Me. If one woman 2 hands they massage you, survive they be. With 20 hands at the same time. Somebody did here, somebody Charlie. The under.
Somebody say, being massaged by 10 women, 20 hands is not a massage. He said, it's a fucking pit stop. And they change ties. He said it be pit stop.
It's a pit stop.
People they change ties. And then different hands. They change everything. He said it be fucking pit
it's
stop.
a full service.
Yeah, he said it be fucking pit stop. When he post the massage alongside a pit stop. This is a pit stop to like 20 people there that kind money.
This one, we have to do a humble appeal to Betway. They should take us their intents one by one. One by one. The non-married men will get just 2 women to massage them.
2 women.
Why? How many do you want? How many do you
I
want?
remember 10 or 20.
Speed had 10. Why do you want 20?
But he's bigger than
Speed came from America.
And got 10.
They got 10. Me, I'm a Ghanaian. I should get the same as me. I should get more.
There will not even be enough space for some of them.
There will be space. It's my body.
Push.
It's my what?
Your
My
body.
There will be space. Even though you read, there will be space on my body. They go, oh, Charlie. Imagine they are massaging everything.
Speed is now a Ghanaian citizen. Then they can't give him passport. They massage him. He say he won't stay here.
It's long overdue. They should give it to him. He's a Ghanaian.
He says his mother is
entitled to
Ghanaian. Yeah,
If the mother is Ghanaian, and I mean,
we have confirmed
our
it.
people have confirmed it. Some people are typing rubbish on.
No, but Ghana be some wild country.
Yeah, some rubbish.
Like everything, we have to wear a political spectacle to be able to.
I don't see what's wrong with it.
Because like,
Nothing wrong with it.
Steve Wonder, why, like we have so much.
Is it the first
Masekele,
person?
all of them have Ghana
Is it the
passport.
first person we have given passport
like
to?
the origins of that thing. You see, sometimes some people them are ages they show. Like streamer or Yawana.
Aye.
Like it's a very
But he's an African American. We had a decree even during the year of return that all African
Them be one of people.
Yes.
Them be one of people.
Dr. Umar Johnson, Umar said, come here to give him passport.
If you go America right now, you go meet Speed for the way you talk.
Oh no, he got man the passport.
You know,
there was
attend
no
to you.
outreach.
It be simple. I don't
There
know
was
why
no
people are
outreach.
blowing this.
When
out
we
of-
gave Dr. Umar the passport, was there outreach?
no, but I mean, I'm trying to find.
Why people are?
Yeah, because seriously,
So
That
it's the
doesn't
same
make
way
sense.
people ask like, what's the big deal? It's a
A world of extremes.
yeah. The I feel like
Look, there must
There's
be
no
told-
nuance.
the guy, what is
They
he
don't
going
really
to use the
understand,
Ghanaian passport for?
like the impact of this.
But he's eligible
that's
for
why
it.
I say as
No,
illegal.
yeah, no. Even beside the speed being a streamer, common, the point is that he's even a unique case because he's half Ghanaian.
His mother is Ghanaian, so why are you questioning with that?
And our constitution is very clear on citizenship.
Look,
Even if it's not a direct parent and one of your grandparents,
Even that, if,
No, but
if
see,
your
they're
parents
still eligible.
Somebody say
even if your parents not be Ghanaian, when they born you for
they
yourself.
say nobody say they give up the thing. It be the speed of the.
why not they move?
No, rather than
What's
shit
the
the
you
FC go post.
You be
Yeah,
moving
you
passport
wait,
office fast track.
fast track.
something.
Apart
Say
from that,
Ghanaians
even
go
the
take you.
passport,
How you
even,
do?
to be fair, even the
do?
passport office has a 1 day service.
Yeah, you-
Bro,
A
forget
same
it.
day delivery service.
Speed should get it as fast as speed.
Sure.
E-speed, no.
That's a good one.
E-speed, no.
It not be speed. He should get the passport with speed.
Quick.
Oh,
E-speed, no. E-speed, no. For 3 do in 1 minute. My point is, you see, when obviously we saw it on the news, a journalist went on to rant, mentioned the foreign affairs minister and everything. She takes a pause, reflects. Maybe others called her, others spoke to her. The platform had even spoken to her, and then she came back to apologize. And we are living in a certain society right now that is so stupid that they think that once you pick a stand, stay by it, whether
Yeah,
you
you
die
can't
or
change
live
your
by.
mind.
No,
It's stupid. The girl knows she's made a mistake.
Yeah,
And even if she doesn't know she's made a mistake, her platform doesn't condone it because they have their guidelines.
Yeah.
And if now she's come to apologize, you're like, she was forced. Order from above said she put it down. Why is it not free media? I'm saying, are you silly? So right now, I can't make a mistake and confidently step out and say, Charlie, I goofed.
Yeah.
So I apologize to all those.
Even if
What
you
kind of
don't-
society are we creating?
Even if you don't come and somebody prompt you.
That's
What
what I'm
is wrong
saying.
with it?
Because to be fair, maybe she didn't have certain perspectives.
Yes.
After she spoke,
she
people
was
said,
she was enlightened. She
But you
looked
know,
at the
yeah,
bigger
exactly.
picture. Oh,
you can
then-
change. You're allowed to change your mind.
Why are you
I
now
don't know.
sounding as though the girl is forced to come and apologize and she doesn't find anything? Have you spoken to the girl? Has the girl told you she was forced?
But you know what it betrays?
That same girl, if she go today to America, if they give her American passport, she not go take.
She don't give them same day. She
not
collect
gonna
offer.
take
You say passport. Make them give him even 4 months American visa. Say
She
she
go
go come
take
keke. Obekwa
You know what it betrays? It's the head mentality. So everyone is saying it is wrong. I also have to say some to look cool.
Ghana,
Without-
I can't say
Yes.
not so different.
Without-
It be Ghana, it be X, it be Twitter.
Without actually because
That's what I mean.
you see the issue of
me I tweet on them before.
the issue
ball.
of nationality is not a matter of opinion.
No.
Like
Who determines that?
so you cannot say that in my opinion the person is not eligible when the constitution states what makes
the conditions.
you be the who.
If you fulfill the conditions.
So the head mentality is why people are prepared to sidestep common sense to interrogate
Yeah.
what the person has said. You are questioning they giving the person a passport when there is a.
For all you know, she didn't know
That's the point.
the mother is Ghanaian.
And the boy has said it multiple times.
Multiple times. And yeah, what happened over kind.
David. He has been saying it since long before he came to Ghana.
Bro. The girl doesn't have to know that the guy is half Ghanaian.
But why
She doesn't have to know. My point is, she can be the guy can be 100% Jamaican,
American,
100% Togolese. If the guy has done what he's done to become what he is now, he's a special case.
And the government decides.
Yes, he's a special case. You can't treat him like you treat me or they will treat you. Then you come and tell me that why is that when Ghanaians go, they queue? You are an ordinary citizen. He's not an ordinary guy. That is why there is VVIP in place. That's why when we go to the stadium, and the VVIP, there's anything happening in the stadium, their access to exit for safety, theirs is clearer than yours. They'll be safer than you. But we are all there.
Yeah.
Even so, I tweeted that when we go to the UN General Assembly, that is preaching a common world, common goal.
DJ Trumpus
is treated differently from
the other person.
Why you laugh?
Trump become
now J Trump.
Trump in speech, he has no time bound.
Yes, Okasa or Brown or Quatras.
Other heads of states have got time.
Time.
Other heads of states have got sessions they come to speak. Some of the sessions, Drew Monomy, quarter empty, half empty, almost empty. Trump in time. Yes. Trump can't criticize the UN people or say when we elevate a So I'm saying that there are levels in life. Me, what they bomb me for this word inside is saying we are all human beings, but there are levels, and even God does that. That's why God creates human beings, but He bless some families and gives some families promises. Yeah. You know, everybody give them. You dey catch because there are levels. So whatever you from Titi. Oh, won't take down. Oh, really? It's like if you guess where go.
And a very intelligent guess.
Because what are the talk? The only thing he could be talking about from Titi.
No, we did some song beats. I always want to know the meaning, so I hear it.
Yes, offense, media. Let's stop that culture of
we are all the same.
They are all the same, and you don't want to respect people who have earned their respect. No. Yeah, I'm not saying those who have achieved this should be looking down on anybody. That's the difference.
Even the Bible, the Bible encourages us to respect authority, but also in terms of the things we want to be, respect it.
Yeah. Look, even let's go to sport. When citizens or when people want to switch nationality and play for other countries, let's say America. If America see that you're a football talent and they want you to play for their country, the speed with which they hand you an American passport,
it's quick.
You won't join a
queue. Do you think that it's the same as all the other people who are foreigners who also live in America but don't have that person talent?
Quick.
The year of the when we're doing the Avengers for the 2026 World Cup, you didn't see the speed with which Iñaki and all of those boys. Did we say they should go and join a queue before they
you can't
get
do
their
that.
passport?
That's the thing. No, let's use America for example. If America see any talent in America, the person is not American, but they see this is football talent, he must play for their country. The speed with which they will offer you an American passport.
When this Ghanaian athlete, the triple jumper, say Ignatius Geisha,
Yes,
the Netherlands.
When the Dutch switched.
Yes, it was easy. Quick. I'll give you another example. Balotelli. In Italy, you have to live till you are 18 before you start the process of becoming a citizen. They gave him his passport on his 18th birthday.
What time did he start? When did he start the process?
Come on here, no, didn't call euros.
No, they are special cases. And the special cases are meant for special people. True. And in life, they are special people. The guy is at the age of 21. He commands millions. So many millions on social media. If it is easy, why are you not doing it?
For me, the last thing I'll just say on this is this: like, for anyone who doesn't see the significance of this, you think, okay, he came to Ghana, he came to Africa, he came to stream. So what? There is to answer the so what question, because there's so many people with the so what question. Daniel mentioned it. There's a certain generation they don't get it. They don't quite get it.
It's not for them. They should do it.
They don't quite get it. So, but I know they watch this podcast. So therefore, the so what answer is this: we have a certain generation that kid appeals to, and I call him a kid. He's 21. There's a certain generation. In fact, I saw somewhere that 88% of Speed's audience are all below the age of 25. Gen Z for now. 88%. These people are the future tourists. They are the future spenders. They are the future world shapers. They are the future investors. They are the future everything. This is a long-term investment. In 10 years' time, those kids would become 35. You'll become 30-year-olds with disposable income. When they pick up the phone, they want to do a booking. I want to go to a country for vacation. Top of the mind awareness. One of the things that will stick with them that they would remember.
They're coming for Inkuto massage.
Thank you much. That is how marketing works.
Inkuto massage.
It's not about reaping the results today, but it's about preparing the grounds for tomorrow. And sometimes we invest today, you think that the results will come in 2-3 years. This is like a long-term investment. People pay.
That's why they cut in.
There was a time when we paid CNN millions of dollars to play advert on CNN to ask people to come to Ghana. I can tell you today that Speed commands more viewers than the people watching CNN.
Of course.
And we didn't pay him money to come here.
Traditional media, there's a bomb.
Thank you. Let me give you another example. The one that will shock you. Ghana, put all our powerful media organizations together. Put all our streams, our peak hour together. Let's say morning shows is when we listen to radio a lot in Ghana. Put every single radio station stream in Ghana. When there's peak hour, people are listening to. Or even take every station.
And do 10 million.
Hold on. Wait. Meba. Take every, even if you like, don't take it at simultaneous time. Take all the best live stream numbers of every station. Cumulate them. You will not reach 180,000 live viewers. And that is all the TV stations in Ghana. Together. All the radio stations together in Ghana together. So this boy commanded more views than all of Ghana's media put together. Do you know what that means? I'm talking simultaneous viewers. And out of this number, out of the people that were watching his stream, in fact, if we put the Ghana TV stations and Ghana media views together, you are most likely to have 80% of all the viewers being Ghanaian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
80% of all of Speed's viewers were probably outside Ghana. We're a country that wants to grow a tourism economy. That's where to go. That's the audience we want to appeal to. So that's why what he did by coming together. Look, there's so many countries that are crying because he didn't come there. You should check social media. We had a chance to sell him our culture. And I think that the guys did a brilliant job. That trip to Ikropong was fantastic because I found myself translating and watching and reading a lot of tweets from Francophone Africa. There were a lot of people that thought, wait a minute.
Since the Afghan, the small time I get friends.
I know, right? There were so many people that said, that's sad, man. Right? Coach, I don't know if you've been to that side of town. It's like, wow, Ghana is so mountainous. Like, the views are amazing. Even the helicopter ride allow people to see a certain landscape that they hadn't seen or didn't even know existed in Ghana. But we've long known that if you go towards the Volta region or you go towards the eastern region, the landscape in those areas, phenomenal. Speed exposed a certain category of people to that side of beauty of Ghana.
Even Ghanaians tourists.
Even Ghanaians, yes.
Most people are traveling, they don't go anywhere.
And look, what you need to know to understand what the visit to Ghana and the impact they even had on the boy himself is this. When they went to Okropon and did the naming ceremony and gave him the name Berema Kofi Akufu, the boy mentioned that name at least.
He mentioned him
like 70 times. Like 70 times. They mentioned. Bro, you know my name. He said Speed. He said, no.
That's not my name.
Berema. It be the name where, part of the name where they slack. But
no, right now is not even the time for that. The point is,
Charlie, the drink for.
Forget the drink.
So you'll be very foolish, boy. Coach, you know where he's going, right? We were just saying something that some foolish angle you take the team. The point is that like he was so proud, and that cultural immersion that he had in the Ikropong. Like all the Adowa dances, all the interpretations to the dance, everything he had, the culture, it was amazing. So, I think the government did a good thing by giving him a passport. I don't have a problem with that. Anyway, guys, now, Speed out of the way. Let's talk AFCON. CAF has sat on the case involving Senegal and Morocco on the AFCON final. And CAF released a statement last night, deep into the night, around 1 a.m.
Dawn.
Thank you.
GFA-like behaviors.
But the vice president is one of them.
But the CAF is so I'm not happy that a federation is working. They work 24/7 and work that late.
Yes.
I'm not happy at 1 a.m. somebody's in the office.
GFA
It means they are diligent. Like, yeah.
Okay.
GFA-like
The finish
behaviors.
is
So-
on the matter no quick.
They heard from the players via Zoom, all of them met the coach. Everybody came and appeared before the disciplinary committee. And the disciplinary committee came out with this ruling. And there are 6 basic headlines from that ruling that everybody needs to know. And we'll go through them one by one. Item number 1 is this. The Senegal head coach, Pape Thiaw, has been handed a 5-match suspension, 5-match ban, and fined $100,000 for asking the players to leave the pitch. They call it misconduct, inappropriate behavior. 5 CAF sanctioned official matches. So significantly, this doesn't affect his ability to coach at the World Cup. But it will affect his ability to coach for the next AFCON qualifiers for the next 5 games that CAF organizes. He's also been fined $100,000. That's all he got. Senegal Football Federation, they have also been fined $615,000 combined. $615,000 combined. There's $300,000 for the behavior of their players. There's $300,000 for the behavior of their technical staff. There's $15,000 for the behavior of their fans. $615,000 in total. Remember that their prize money for winning the AFCON is $10 million. So this is nothing. It's a fraction. The Senegal Football Federation itself, or the Senegal national team itself, apart from the fine to the federation, the team gets no ban, no fine, no suspension, nothing. So that's that by way of Morocco. Then
By way of Senegal.
By way of Senegal, sorry. Then we go to Morocco. And Morocco have had 2 players. In fact, Senegal, I'm not done. There's one more story left from Senegal. 2 of their players, Ismail Assar and Ilman Ndiaye, have both been given 2-match suspensions. No monetary fine for them. We call it unsporting behavior towards the referee. You saw Ilman Ndiaye asking the referee, how much were you paid? 2 matches. Ismail Assar too went screaming at the referee. He gave him a yellow card. He kept screaming. So he too gets 2 matches. So that's that by way of Senegal. For Morocco, they also have 2 players giving various suspensions. Hakimi has been given a 2-match suspension. One of it is suspended for a year. Sabari, who went to block...
The Tao...
Yes, who went to block the Senegal reserve goalkeeper from trying to pass the towel to Mendy. He gets a 3-match suspension, 3-match ban, and he's fined $100,000 in addition. Hakimi doesn't get a fine, and his 2-match suspension, one is suspended for a year. Good. Now, the Morocco Football Federation, they have been fined $315,000 for the misconduct of the ball boys, their players, and their fans. And the fine is divided like this. It's $200,000 for the behavior of the ball boys who were chasing the Senegal substitute goalkeeper around and wrestling him down. So Sicho said here last week that the ball boys were the responsibility of CAF. It's clear that CAF thinks that is the responsibility of Morocco. So they've been fined $200,000 for the misbehavior of the ball boys. They've also been fined $100,000 for the misbehavior of their fans and technical staff around the VAR review area because they swarmed the referee when he was doing the review, putting pressure on him. That's $100,000. And then their fans were also pointing lasers at the players.
They've been pointing those.
That one to 15,000. So if you put it together, 350.
Then there are so many games there for fine. Every Egypt game, they for fine the opponents.
Right now, West Africa.
No, they for find Egypt or the Egypt's opponent.
The opponents. Every Egypt game.
Somebody was pointing at them.
Every Egypt, but Egypt's game, I was like away game for Egypt. So the Moroccans came in every time to be against Egypt, and they came with lasers.
Is that so?
Like constant.
So $15,000 fine for Morocco for the use of lasers by their fans. And then the last item is this: Morocco had a petition, coach. Remember that they should take the trophy away from. CAF has dismissed that protest. They said that it has no grounds.
Is it true they said they will appeal though?
I think so, yeah. CAF says they have no grounds. So this is the situation. Coach, I want to begin with you. When you saw the ruling, like, what did you think? Is this, last week you said they should look inside.
There's a range.
Yeah, there's a range. Do you like where the range has fallen?
I think that so far is good. That is very, very good. In fact, let me clap for CAF.
Really?
Yeah, because you see, the sort of punishment that people were calling for, I think were too much and on the extreme side. We have to be realistic. At the end of the day, CAF themselves, they know that they were responsible for most of the things that happened. Because if you look at, you see, throughout this thing, they've not sanctioned the referee. We've not heard them, or maybe that is going to be done indoors.
But what did the referee do though?
He should have allowed that sequence to complete before blowing the whistle. That was where the problem
So that error deserves what kind of punishment, do you think?
There's
it's an error.
There's a range. Why did they laugh? Oh, Charlie,
There's a range.
There's a range. So look in there. There's something that
the referee didn't have a point.
There's a range.
Point where, as Daniel said last week, he would have an explanation for it.
You understand? There's a range. So
okay, you go on. Yeah.
The point I'm making is that, look, they've looked at it. I'm very sure they've looked at it. And the manner in which people were complaining, look, Morocco being favored, left, right, center, do something about it, do something. That referee took the laws into his own hands because clearly they all wanted Morocco to win, allowed the sequence to go to an end. The people in the room will check. If it's a foul, they will take. If it's a goal, they will take. He blew the whistle before the ball hit the back of the net. That, in my view, was where the whole controversy got out of hands, and they themselves had to hold themselves responsible for that. But having said that, look, it is something that should never happen again. Like I said last week, I don't support, but I understand. And maybe I would have done the same. I would have done even more than they did because it was about winning the cup. If doing that will bring stability and make sure the cup is brought to Ghana, I will do it. The 100,000, whatever fine, the head coach won't pay. The FA will pay for him. It will not come from his own pocket. They will accumulate or take from the 10 million and pay. But CAF then should now go back and review that going forward, something of the sort shouldn't happen again. No matter the situation, nobody should be allowed to exit that arena, provided there is security for everybody. Stay there, whatever the problem is, let it get fixed there with all of it there, and then we move on with the game. So for me, like I said last week, I'm not going to stretch it. I was expecting something like this, not any form of punishment that would mean that Senegal banned from going to the World Cup. Senegal, point deducted for the next qualification. Senegal, bring your cup. You didn't win the cup fairly. Bring it back to belong to your opponent, Morocco. No, those things were never going to happen because at the end of the day, you have to think the ledger. Imagine, like some people were calling for Senegal to be banned. They shouldn't go to the World Cup. Hey, Africa going to this World Cup without our best team. I mean, we want to go there and go and perform and go and make the continent very proud because this is the first time that we've hopefully will get 10 rep at the tournament. 10.
Mm-hmm.
I am of the view that Africa, if you look at what Morocco did, what the Black Stars of Ghana have done before, what the Senegalese Cameroon did some 1990 thereabout and 2002, what Senegal did, what the Black Stars did, what Morocco eventually have. Now that we've got the numbers, if you look at the teams that have qualified, I'll be massively disappointed if an African team, if I don't have 2 or 3 African teams in the quarterfinals of the World Cup, I will be very disappointed.
Yeah.
And I believe if we can get 2 or 3 in there, we are likely to get one into the semi-finals. Equal that record, and for the first time, get an African team into the finals of the World
That's
Cup.
a fair point.
So I support whatever they have done. In principle, they've been punished. You may disagree with the gravity of the punishment. You're entitled to that. But they've not been left off the hook, or they've not been set free.
The argument is that this is a slap on the wrist.
Whether it's a slap, you can decide to describe it whatever. There's a punishment.
Yeah, but the punishment, coach, do you think it's deterrent enough? That's the aim of punishment.
Look, that's what I'm saying. That
because that's what the World Cup thing, like you're saying, they didn't even have jurisdiction in the first place to do that. They changed those regulations. The like-kissing kind of situation can't happen anymore.
I stand to be corrected.
But yes,
we've not seen any of these things at an AFCON before.
Yes,
this is the first time.
But now,
so now that it has happened, now after this punishment, go back and tighten the screw, tighten the rules. That's that. Henceforth, if you do this, this is the punishment. Don't create a range. You want to make a range, you can dance around it. But when you hit the nail on the head and say, anybody, henceforth, any team that does something similar, this is the punishment.
Yeah.
Then nobody can appeal.
Because
that.
even the fine, the figures of the fine, CAF are constrained by their own regulations on how much they can fine.
That's what I'm saying.
Per charge. So even the money itself looks so small. Like I said, they are winning $10 million. You're charging them, they have to pay a fine of $615,000. That is so ridiculous. But it is not something that someone sat down and decided on that this is the amount. It is what the law says they can do. And Senegal were found guilty of 2 of those charges, and they received the maximum for them. That's 300,000, 300,000.
So let's go back.
The other one.
So like I'm saying, let's go back to the rule, or let's go back to the law and see whether we can tighten it a bit.
You see,
to deter, you are concerned about, is it deterrent enough?
Yes, that's the most important question.
You have really, you have also answered yourself. They've been given the fine, that is the maximum.
Yeah.
Could we then say that going forward,
let's change those.
Let's change those as a deterrent. But on the grounds of what happened, I think the punishment is
that's a fair point. Look, let me help you guys here. I've got the CAF AFCON regulations here, right? And one thing that confuses me a lot is this. CAF has general regulations, then they have competition regulations, then they have the disciplinary code. If you look at the AFCON regulations and you look at Article 83, in fact 82, that's from chapter 35, Article 82, 83, 84, 85. That deals with withdrawal from a competition. So 82 talks about withdrawing before the start of the competition after having qualified. 83 talks about withdrawing with a certain number of days to the start of the competition. But this is the one that really interests me a lot. And I'll just read it so for the benefit of all of us. Article 83. It says here, and this is the AFCON regulations. So the rules that govern the competition that we just played. A team that shall not be present on the ground, dressed to play at the time fixed for kickoff, or at most 15 minutes later, shall forfeit the match. The referee shall register the absence of the team and shall write in his report. The organizing committee shall take the final decision in this respect. Now, this is where it interests me. If, for any reason whatsoever, a team withdraws from the competition or does not report for a match or refuses to play or leaves the ground before the regular end of the match without the authorization of the referee, it shall be considered loser and shall be eliminated for good from the current competition. The same shall apply for the teams previously disqualified by decision of CAF. And this is the continuation, the part that kills me. The team which contravenes the provisions of Article 82 and 83 shall be eliminated for good from the competition, and the team will lose its match by 3-0 unless the opponent has scored a more advantageous result at the time when the match was interrupted. Mm-hmm. This is clear.
It doesn't cater for what's happened.
Is it?
This doesn't cater for what happened.
No, it does to some extent.
It doesn't.
Oh, it does.
Okay.
So I read that point for you.
So the last part of that, before you read the goals and things, said that if a team leaves the ground, leaving the ground is not leaving the pitch. It's when we are coming to play, right? Mm-hmm. And then we get onto the pitch. We say we won't play again. We go to the dress, we pack our things, we leave the ground. Mm-hmm. If you left the ground, you've left the stadium. But it didn't cater for when they have left the pitch. It didn't cater for it. So if their lawyers are speaking to this matter, they'll tell you they didn't leave the ground. Mm-hmm. So this doesn't cater for the scenario that played out, because it never plays out in football. Nobody thought it would play out. So I side with coach when he says that now we have to go and sit and then revise some of these things. And you really, like what I was going to say was what you said about the counts. Mm-hmm. When you are charged, there are counts. Mm-hmm. And then your penalty, your punishment, the maximum
fine per charge.
Now, I don't know how long ago it was before CAF, before this one, how updated this is. But the AFCON prize money has significantly been improving in the last 3 AFCONs. Mm-hmm. So we were 2.5 for winners. We went 5 million for winners. It's come to what? 10 million. At the time it was 2.5. If these counts, the punishment for these monies, that would have been a significant amount of money being charged the teams that are defaulting here or making the mistakes here. So for instance, Senegal have been charged a total of what? 615,000. Now, if they were earning 2.5, that's significant, right? But now they are earning 10 million. It's not significant. So maybe now we have to go back and then increase some of these fines so that it reflects how much money you are making. So that if you're making 10 million, you're losing like 3 million back to the federation. You know, that's a big deal. That 3 million, a 50% big deal. Of that. That'd be big deal. Like that one, you will feel them. You feel it. But I feel like what you just read for the competition tournament, it doesn't. If a lawyer wants to argue, the lawyer has every case. But they didn't leave the ground.
No, I understand you. But if you say leaves the ground before the regular end of the match,
yes, they didn't leave the grounds.
Yeah, hold on. What do you consider the match ground? You can't, because we can also argue that being in the dressing room while the match is supposed to be ongoing, it's not being at the ground.
I've not left
That's not where you should be.
No,
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Let me explain.
I get what you mean. But I'm also making a point about.
Yeah.
No, I totally understand what you mean. But I was also making a point about what really constitutes leaving the ground. Because if we limit it to leaving the stadium, I don't think that then there's a small issue that is left unaccounted for. For example, if a team decides to go and camp in the dressing room the whole time, second half, we won't come back. The referee has to look at that situation and say that they left.
After a while,
they abandoned the game.
Reason the law makes specific provisions for how long a game can be halted.
Yes, and
how long? It's not in this regulation.
Oh, no, not if you don't this one. They say if you don't come for 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
You don't show 15 minutes. Now, if you go into the dressing room and you don't come for the time the game is supposed to have 15 minutes, the referee, the law
should be able to end.
They were out for how long?
They were out for 15 minutes. The whole thing happened for 20 minutes. But in part of the 20 minutes was when they were on the pitch, they were arguing, and they were called to the touchline. And then they went to the dressing room.
To be fair,
5 minutes.
Even to be fair to them, even the ones that left, not all of them left.
Not all of them left, to be honest. So I think there's a gray area now that this experience that has come now has to get us to feel. And even FIFA might want to take a cue from this as well. Because again, the reason why they use the ground and everything is the teams have got massive responsibilities on match day. So on match day -1, which is the day before the game, the team is handed over to CAF or FIFA, whoever is organizing. Because then they will come for your coach and the player who will go for the pre-match interview. They even come and take some of your players and go and take their samples for doping and everything. They will be in charge of your training session. On match day, your team doesn't communicate the time anymore to you. It's a CAF or FIFA or the organizers who will tell you what time you leave the dressing room because the police will escort you. They will use their drone shots or helicopter shots, all for production. When you get to the match grounds, there are interviews, obligatory interviews that your coaches and some players or some of your team have to go. Your team manager has to go through some process. The time you give them your team sheets and all of that. All of those need to happen on the ground. There's even a time that the organizers will come and call you while you're in your tracksuit or whatever to come to the pitch and have a walk on the pitch, feel the grass. That is part of being on the mat. Then there's time for warm up. There's time to go back and come back and start the game and then finish the game. So you need to be at the ground to be able to do the pre-match interview, whatever you have to do. So there's a gray area that when you walk off the pitch for even 2 minutes without the permission of the referee as a team, what does the law say? I think we've not accounted for that. And for Senegal,
I think that law, in order to answer that question, then you have to go to the superior laws, which are the general regulations.
Yes, what does it say?
The general regulations say that the referee's decision is final. So what the referee decides to have happened on the day is what they go with. And in this case, the referee's report suggested that they had halted the game temporarily for grievances, and he did not deem the game to have been abandoned. So then they went with the referee's decision.
Absolutely.
That was it.
So I think, look.
And the referee's decision, more than 90% of the cases, even at FIFA level and CAF level,
that's what is upheld.
Match reports, referee and match commissioners match reports
very important.
Are some of the most important reports.
Once the storylines are consistent between those two.
Yes.
Unless there's an evidence to them conniving and lying.
Yes.
And there's a video evidence, but it is one of the most significantly important reports they use for any of these things. Generally, you would feel like the punishments are not deterrent enough. But I think the punishment with the law is what it is. But maybe now
commensurate with the provisions of
the law. But now maybe that law have to be adjusted to come to the level of the remuneration that the teams are getting for the tournament, and then the consequences of what they did. Where I think that maybe they should have tightened a little bit is that match suspension. But then again, it's also on the count.
That's right.
You get it? Because the match suspension they've given to Sabari and Ismail and it's like you've got a red card, 2 match ban.
Yeah.
It's like you are playing football, you get a red card, then give you 2 match ban. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
It doesn't hurt so much. Yeah. Especially when they can easily, it's not a tournament, so they can easily call another good player to step in those 2 games you are not there.
Yeah.
If it's a tournament and your left back is injured, your left back is suspended, there's a problem. Yeah. But
this is where I think there were no limitations for what they could have done. The suspension. And I agree with you.
Yeah.
And I think, for example, Pap Thiaw,
6 months suspension.
Yeah, it could have happened. There is no limitation on that.
Yeah,
it's not like a fine where they're constrained by how much they can charge, how much they can fine per charge. This one is discretionary.
Yeah.
Your actions have brought the name of the game into distribution.
Suspended sentence or flat out 6 months?
Flat out. Suspended sentence.
No,
flat
out.
So
then there could also be the issue of maybe, and that's what coach was saying, that was possible, but so he was suggesting that they banned, not him, like people were suggesting that they banned the 6 month suspension. She cut across, she cut across all competitions. And that's what coach is saying. He doesn't think that should be the case.
You see, even with the fine thing, like Sicho said, we need to contextualize the conversation. How much did the team spend in getting to the AFCON? How much does a qualifying game and the entire qualifying series, how much does it cost for a category A team like that? In the case of Senegal, we're told they reportedly spent $9.6 million if you put all the qualifiers together. Now, coming to the tournaments, you would expect that majority of their expenses are borne by the event organizer. What they will pay for are the things that they deem to be important that they don't want CAF to take care of for them. So for that one, it's on them.
So catering.
Yes, for those ones, it's on them. But
I made their chef for some nice tall guy. But on my floor.
They have won a tournament that gives them $10 million. If you take out the fine,
it's not even 10%.
If you take out the fine and you take out how much they have spent, so they spent 9.6. The fine is essentially 615. That's 10.215. Yeah? Mm-hmm. $10,215,000 that Senegal would have spent on the AFCON. You cannot have that conversation with them, even you as the tournament organizer, and find reason to say that you are going any more than the fines that they have quoted, even outside of what the counts and the punishments that have been proffered by the framers of the regulations at CAF. Our reality is that qualifying for these tournaments are super expensive.
So you're saying that any fine will be felt?
Yes.
Because no matter the amount.
Yes, because you cannot have the conversation outside of what the teams have spent to get here.
It's all part of it.
Yes. So unless we get to a point where the teams are making around $50 million, $40 million, anything above $40 million.
And they are spending far less than
and
that.
they are spending even around, and we assume that the expenses will not exceed the current numbers that not long ago, our own Black Stars, Christian Antechi said, I think about 8 years ago, one Black Stars qualifier costs around $800,000. As we speak, in fact, the last figures from Kofi Adams for the World Cup qualifier was around the same figure. No be so. Was around the same figure. Yes. So I'm saying that, yes, it is good, but we need to get to a point where CAF is making enough to be paying the winner $40 million, $50 million. That way, you can, in good conscience, properly punish teams who have to be punished for some of these things.
No, but if CAF is paying teams around $50 million, what it means that the teams are also spending in excess of maybe 100. Because then, for example, in Europe, what
$100
England,
million.
Yes, what England have put together
it's
for developmental
quality,
football, their
like,
pitches and everything, corresponding quality. So when you go to Spain,
you also invest more.
They are spending in excess of 500 million.
Yeah. Because the good point he's making is that, like, 10 years ago, Senegal will not spend this amount on the qualifiers. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, but what you're saying, those are long-term projects.
No.
Not the specific qualifying series.
No, not necessarily. When you look at how much, for instance, if Senegal spend 9 million to prepare for their campaign, you're likely to have a team like Germany when they came to Qatar. So FIFA gave them a hotel to sleep. But they said, okay, keep that hotel, don't give it to anybody. We are going to get a hotel at the outskirts of Doha. But match day -1, we will come to the FIFA hotel. Yeah. So they went to remake the place.
They did the same thing in Brazil.
So such an effort, for instance, are spending astronomical amounts of money just to get their teams.
But I'm saying that cost is on you. The cost that is significant to the context of actions that the regulator, or in this case, the organizer, the governing body can take.
Fair enough. I get your point.
Yeah, is the cost incurred in the qualifying process. And until we get to a point where that 9.6 million that Senegal spent across the 6 qualifying games becomes, to borrow Nimli's word, infinitesimal, these things will hurt. Will hurt because even for Pap Thiaw, look, he is on 20,000 euros a month. If you find him $100,000 or
the FA is going to pay.
Yes, but it will still hurt them. It won't be chicken change for them. It's the true value of the tournament does not lie in the money, but you also cannot overlook the accounting aspects of it. So on that side, they will feel the pinch because at the end of
I understand that.
Yeah.
Look, when it comes to money, my view of money is always this. Doesn't matter how rich the person is. If you take 1 CD from them, it's their money. Yeah. They'll feel it. It's -1 CD. So it's a point. My point is this, that if you know that you're spending 9.6 million, you know that any misbehavior could result in $1 being taken away from you, then you also have a duty to conduct yourself. So I have no sympathy for that whatsoever.
I'm just saying that even within this context, they have run at a loss.
Yeah, so for this, but I'm saying that I have no sympathy. In fact, they could have been fined 20 million. I don't care. I don't care that you spend 9.6 million. That's not. It's your actions that we're talking about. So ultimately, for me, like, what is your opinion on the sanctions? Do you think, and do you agree with the two of them that maybe it's time to go back and look at the regulations, or you think we missed the point here, or I think this is maybe fair?
I said it last week. CAF had control of the situation after the first 15 minutes. Because again, the worst that could have happened was what happened before, was the disturbances in the stands. The disgrace had already been caused. The violence had already happened. There was no incident that was going to happen, or the action that I am saying should have been taken. There was not going to be any consequence that would have been greater than the things that have happened inside the stadium already. The disgrace has already happened. The violence had erupted inside the stadium. So in that moment, you have control. You inform your match commissioner that at this point, as tournament organizers, in furtherance of our duty to protect the image of our product, our decision is that this final should end now. and
I have
that
a question
the
for you.
threshold has been met.
Okay, I have a question for you. Do you think if CAF ended that game
And declared Morocco winners.
prematurely, right, because of the preceding incident,
Yeah.
as against waiting and allowing it to finish and Senegal win, which one do you think would have attracted more of the negative headlines?
The former.
No.
What
The
do you
former.
mean?
No.
If the AFCON final was not completed,
Whatever happens, the winner has to be determined on the pitch, and it was determined on the pitch by that
The
brilliant
whistle
goal.
would have determined it on the pitch
Which whistle?
because the referee ended it there. Because
It
you,
was goalless.
I'm saying that
no,
the-
and I awarded to Morocco.
ready
That's
to
what
Morocco.
he
Yeah,
said.
so that's gonna be no award.
No, but Senegal always had more players on the pitch to restart the game than players that are gone down the dugout.
Oh, really?
No. Senegal didn't go to the
Are you
dugout for
sure?
more than
Because-
15 minutes. They didn't go to the dugout for more than 15 minutes, and at all times they had more players on the pitch to restart. The time they walked in, it didn't take more than 5 minutes for them to come back for the restart.
Yes.
So at what point
So
did the
you're
referee
saying
blow the
that,
whistle?
that,
You know
you're saying
what
that
my
the
response-
conditions for ending the game
Ending
were
the
not
game,
met.
we didn't reach it.
You know
We didn't
what
reach
my
it.
response would have been? They may have been on the pitch, but their unwillingness to continue with the game was pretty clear.
That's
and this
also
is not
true.
assumed. They told the referee.
That's also
They told
true.
the opponent. It was very obvious that Senegal.
Actually, let's go sequence.
It's
here.
not.
Let's
okay.
go sequence here.
Okay.
When Senegal were on the touchline, Morocco were not ready to restart as well because there were argument between the two teams. It's not as if Morocco are in place
waiting for them.
and Senegal say, yeah, mobile.
see.
Are they come? Then, when the argument came about that we won't play again, that one that Senegal went in, it didn't take more than 5 minutes safe. And it was quickly resolved. So there wouldn't have been any time for the referee to stand there with his assistant referees, wait for Senegal to come for a long time.
And then
Morocco being in
deciding.
place and deciding that, yeah, pong,
Can I respond to that?
please.
Okay. It is one thing for Morocco to have shown or the lack of readiness, by engaging in the banter and all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
But we cannot conclude that because they didn't look ready, they had also decided and communicated they were not going to play.
No, Morocco didn't say that. Morocco didn't do that.
That's the point.
No,
So
yeah.
I'm saying that unless we could establish that at that point, Morocco had also taken Senegal's stance and communicated, you cannot use that in the legal conversation against them. What was registered was Senegal communicating that they were not going to play and following through by walking into the dressing room. That's why I'm saying that. The moment it crossed maybe 8-10 minutes.
And it didn't.
Okay.
So there wasn't time for, and they get a true point too.
Me,
And
I'm
there
only
wasn't
saying
time
that
for the referee to say, yeah,
because
mobile.
we will watch on TV. I was not in the
Because
stadium.
Frank's question was that which one would have carried the most negative?
Yes.
For me, I'm pretty clear in my mind that when Senegal decided that Afe wanted to play, control was now back within the bosom of CAF. At that point, you tell the referee, you know what? The worst that can happen is everything that has happened now. Because I know, but I'm saying that because from then on, you are no longer in control of every other thing that happens if you restart the game. That's why last week I said that because they did not end the game and Senegal won the match, the only properly severe punishment would have been stripping off the title. However, I would never accept determining the winner of the AFCON through administrative process.
And you know what you're saying?
I'm saying that this one would have had probable cause and you would have been able to defend it by the law.
But at the end of the day,
No, but we didn't reach the threshold the law allows. We didn't reach the threshold
where the law would
allows you
then
to say
But
stop.
I would take that over this.
The law didn't allow it, so the CAF couldn't have.
Anyway, so I get I choose point.
Yeah.
But I was more worried about. Let's even assume that the conditions were met,
Would have been bad.
and then I choose decision or preferred option or preferred route was taken. I wanted to know
We'll still be talking about
exactly. I
Like, it
wanted
would be bad.
It would still have
This-
been bad.
this
That's
after
all
some
I'm trying
time.
to say.
This
But-
after some time would die a natural death.
Yeah,
But if it had ended the
that we had
other way
determined an AFCON
But
winner
coach,
that's what
coch,
by forfeiture.
do you know that? Do you know that the only thing in this final
was that.
was Senegal going in and coming out?
Yes.
Everything else before and after, no problem. The extra time, no problem. Diaz missed this penalty, referee close. You played a fair extra time. You scored a fair goal. You see, nobody's talking about the aftermath of the immediate aftermath of the incident.
It is
Everybody's
that-
talking about the incident.
Yeah.
If we had awarded the trophy to a team that didn't win it on the pitch,
That was a
the
history.
conversation, It would have been different.
And you know what?
And then Senegal would have been banned for at least 2 AFCONs. As for that one, is clear, like 2 AFCONs or something.
And most people, personally, I don't think that would have been a trophy that most people
we won't respect. We will never respect it. We will never respect it.
Rather this way,
even the Moroccans will celebrate it with by force happiness.
There will always be that.
But there will always be the.
DK, you get the last say on this. If you don't have anything to say, we can go.
It's good.
The sanctions are good.
Yeah, they are good.
Good enough.
They are super. Because now, if Otto is playing and
I know where he's going.
You go walk away quick.
Oh no, I shan't want to cheat. But more shall like more day. Onyadi want to go cheating.
It has opened the room.
It has opened the room.
Then we just
save ourselves.
Hold on. Then we just call JM to arrange 6:15.
Yeah, that's simple.
Nobody will even
cheat.
Onyadi.
You see that you've added the players there.
Sorry.
This one is just Otto.
300.
Yeah. So Jordan and Kudus and Jiku, the leaders don't talk. Otto will just say, "Come, we'll play a game." Then we'll go. Then we'll pay the 300,000.
You know nobody's going to cheat. They will beat you.
5 game ban for Otto. That one doesn't matter.
No issue.
This one can do the job.
Easy.
Right.
Maybe better.
You see, it's not. It's
That's
not
the
hot
issue.
enough. If you look at these sanctions, it's like I'm even sure violent conduct even carries more than this in terms of the ban, because violent conduct is automatic 3 games.
3 games.
So if like somebody punch somebody on the pitch,
it will punish more than somebody's brought the name of the game.
Who is policing Tao? Somebody
we'll get the same ban.
Same thing. I don't get it. But you see, last week, after everything, I said that in as much as this is what is supposed to happen, don't be surprised.
It won't happen.
But what the reality will be.
Especially because Morocco too is part of the situation. They too, they misbehaved. So it will be very difficult for CAF to severely punish Senegal. And
then let Morocco walk away.
Yeah.
Especially with the misconduct of the players on both sides.
On both sides. So, look, I think CAF have goofed. Yeah. They've goofed big time.
The president is not good.
So, at all. Because see, it's not just national
Honestly.
team football.
Oh yeah.
Interclub competition.
It will be worse.
Oh.
Accept it.
It's quarter-final boy. You go to Sundowns, they feel like you are this thing. Walk off.
300,000. Mosepe will pay. Now Mosepe will pay himself.
Quick. You go to Ali, they think, walk off. There will be a lot of walking offs.
But to be fair, if you walk off to the regulation can catch you, you can lose the game. This one.
Walk off, then we are doing countdown. Let's go. Then we'll go quick before 15.
So you can come back and lose the game. So they came back and won. No, that's why it seems like it was justified. You can walk off, come back and lose.
It's all psych tactics. You see the Djokovic. If we lose, then we'll say Achilles.
Yeah, Achilles. Then you come back now, the conditions change.
We quench momentum.
Momentum, they will kill you.
Come back, then it's all within the rules. You understand? You can call trainer if you want. You don't call trainer. You call trainer. It's all the same thing. So momentum. See. Yesterday match safe.
Which one?
Yesterday in Chelsea game.
Yeah.
Where the Buonginho guy, no, your number 4, no, Napoli them are number 4. The guy they floor say he hurt. Where then they play, where Napoli, the guy's hurt.
They could have left.
Chelsea do where Chelsea go score. Conte will talk to him.
He will play again. 300,000.
Then 2-2. Then Chelsea go there. But if you go to the dressing room, before you know that they warm up for them. Then they come back now, then tap.
Then they intentionally leave 2 players on the pitch.
Quick.
And they say all of us didn't leave.
Stay. The 2 players will stay. Then the rest will go. The thing is, it's not hot enough. I'm looking at the sanctions, it's nothing.
It's nothing, to be fair.
And it doesn't befit the seriousness of the situation. See, the thing didn't just happen. It was an AFCON final. The entire world was.
It was serious.
The biggest match on the
the most watched African football ever.
It was serious.
And
ever.
This is what CAF has chosen as punishment.
So let's begin with the sanctions one by one. The national team of Senegal, there was no punishment for them.
Yeah, there was no punishment for them. It was individuals.
But
the team as a collective walked off.
Yes.
More players walked off the pitch than those who stayed.
So the national team didn't get any punishment.
Because the coach
they fined the federation.
The players took the action.
In fact.
No, coach, I'm saying they could have banned the national team from playing matches.
It's like banning the federation.
No, the federation also has other national teams, so don't worry.
But friends, let's ask all the things you're saying are ideal, but let's ask the more realistic questions now. What truly can these federations do to some of these powerful countries? For instance, England in Europe. What can UEFA do to England about England doing the same thing that maybe they did? Can they really, really ban England for?
This is the fund we'll give
So I'm looking at the realities of it. Can the CONMEBOL really ban Colombia or Brazil
or Argentina?
Like we saw a Brazil and Argentina game that didn't happen.
Senegal is not Brazil or Argentina.
In Africa,
they are.
No. In Africa, at the moment,
currently, as we speak,
in Africa they are like Chile.
No, in Africa,
I get what you're saying.
Where is Ghana? Where is Ghana?
No, I get what it's
you that time they win the AFCON, the 4 teams, then it
doesn't matter.
I get what you're saying.
They were also playing. We're not playing.
It matters.
What
are you talking about?
Coach.
It matters.
When Ghana was winning what were they doing? Were they playing happy?
Are you proud of that? I'm not proud. 4
When they
teams,
play
3
happy.
teams.
Whether you are price, no opinion, it's fact. Man City.
I'm saying
it's written.
I'm saying that as we speak today,
it's written in stone.
as we speak today, Senegal is a powerful house in Africa.
They are power in Africa,
You
but they are not Brazil.
look at what you are saying. What are you talking about? Nobody has compared them.
They are Chile. What is your problem? Chile too is powerful in South America.
When it
but
comes
there
to
are levels to the
Africa,
power.
as we speak today, Senegal as a football nation is far better than
For
Ghana
instance,
as we speak today.
Spain afforded
Now your league self, then they rank up.
But there's no pedigree. Where's the pedigree? You can't just throw away pedigree.
Which pedigree?
2 times, yes.
Which pedigree? Which Ghanaian player has more pedigree than Sadio Mane as we speak? Which
they're big European
As your motor. It's part of the pedigree you're talking about. Why are you getting the pedigree?
England, Spain
guys.
pass England.
Yeah, England have won the Euros.
They've never
They've
won.
won
Euros.
the
They've never won Euros.
But I'm still using England because of the pedigree they carry.
They have
England
money.
is like Morocco.
They have money.
England is like Morocco.
Yeah, they have money.
Morocco they are better than England. Morocco have won one. But fine. So I'm saying that what in reality can this
Sicho, you know that.
What in reality can these federations do to these national teams? For instance, if you are banning Senegal for 6 months, what it means is that they are forfeiting some of their qualifiers. No, I'm just giving an example because there were many rhetorics like that. Ban Senegal, could they have been banned? So what would have been a stricter punishment? Money and suspensions of players?
It should start with -9 from the next AFCON qualifiers.
Point deductions, yeah.
Point deduction. The 5-match ban for
so now let me ask a question.
Not enough.
So realistically, what would be the ideal case for CAF? Putting Senegal at risk of not appearing at their next tournament with a bigger cash pool for them,
Senegal to be there.
or punishing Senegal this way so that the next AFCON they are there. Yeah. Because here's the thing: whether we like it or not, these guys are also thinking business. If Senegal are not there, they know. They're dropping, we're not going to see a lot of the stars.
I'm saying that's fine.
But you CAF, as Ghana no qualify for the. You know, say worry CAF. It worry CAF who are then think.
Worry them.
No, coach.
Who team in here? Who team is Zuku? Your team is Zuku.
You know what CAF would have done with Kudus? You know what CAF would have done with Kudus? You know the World Cup.
I want Daniel to finish his.
No, I don't. Do you know the World Cup, for instance? Ronaldo was man of the match in the game against Ghana. Messi was man of the match in the game they lost. Saudi Arabia. He was the man of the match. Do you know why? In almost all the first games for all these elite clubs, they are superstars were man of the matches. Because they are, if you be man of the match, automatic interview. The automatic interview, you dare FIFA them and they sponsors them are back. Bad will be there. You endorsement. So then they force.
It's interest. It's about. So
that's what I'm asking. The reality on the ground against the ideal, because the 9 points, but the 9 points thing, yeah, I agree. Why come something I go do AFCON commentary. Senegal or the camp.
The only way they got Salah to talk at AFCON was give him man of the match.
How would you get it?
He said, "Who do interview?" Man of the match press conference.
Did you see the lady, the Senegal camp?
Yes. But Daniel, finish your point for me.
Yeah, so I'm saying all these things. I understand CAF because I said it last week.
Of course.
Yeah.
But are we now saying that the business is more important than the integrity of the game?
I think
if that is it, that's okay. That's okay.
Let's accept it.
We'll walk off. But if Mozambique now walks off. Don't dare.
Right.
Don't dare.
Pedigree, around the inside.
That's the equality matter.
Around the inside.
Speed come here, no. Speed come here. We didn't know that. Aura. Hey, let me give you. Better than which other player could have sat in front of the whole world? Maybe only one other player would have done that. When Cristiano Ronaldo rubbished a certain brand of drink,
everything tanked. Quick.
Nobody held him. He said, I don't take this. Come on, take this. Bring me water to drink.
Because the water now you say you give it to drink, you know. The water too was a sponsor.
That is it.
Because he take the drink. When you take the water,
the drink will pay more money than the water.
But rubbish that
but
one.
they won't be sponsors.
Yeah, but
we don't care. You put it away and pay this one.
But the point is that in fact, let me tell you, the thing about publicity is this. Whether positive or negative, you know, in fact, it drew more attention to that drink.
Yeah.
Because he simply said he didn't want it. Everybody was like, which one is it?
But they lost financially.
Do you think any other player could have done that?
Or they'll ban the player.
Sharp.
But then the case is
but true, like
now why
that it was Qatar. No, it was Euros.
Also, precedence, you know, that's why you are saying that they should go back and tighten that.
I'm cool. Yeah. I'm just saying that somebody would do this thing.
Coach said we'll go back and tighten
Mozambique.
Especially big team against underdog. And let the underdog feel like they are being cheated. We'll walk off and time it. When it's 14:30, walk back, then you come back.
Guys, what do you make of the sanctions? Okay, let me know in the comment section here on the Mile and Go podcast. Senegal, we'll see them at the World Cup. Their coach will also be at the World Cup. None of that or none of any of the things you wanted has happened.
They should go and do it at the World Cup.
At the World Cup,
Paftiao, you won't do again. You won't do again.
Nobody.
Have you seen Paftiao's legs?
At the World Cup. Go and watch England and Cameroon 1990.
That was 1990.
And then you see if FIFA 2 doesn't have interest.
Paftiao didn't do surgery. Because when he was playing, that wasn't. He wasn't K. He wasn't KK.
Even Otto said.
Otto they do. If he need injury, make Otto stop the play. He stopped playing quite early.
So anyway, so that's that on the AFCON conversation here. But let me know. Let us know in the comment section what you make of the sanctions that CAF has handed out to all the players, officials, the football federations. Morocco, there's indication that they might be appealing the decision. They want Senegal stripped of the AFCON title, but that could be a long rope that they're trying. Coach said range. By the time they reach the end of that rope, you know.
It's a range.
Anyway, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed that conversation. Let's know in the comment section for sure.